Hey guys, I'm here with a review of Bath & Body Works White Barn Spiced Graham Cracker. This is from the holiday 2017. This is the White Barn Core Line collection, Spiced Graham Cracker. It's got the yellow glass and white wax 3 wicks, clear lid. I'll read the description. Ground cinnamon, cardamom, golden graham cracker. So if you saw my haul on this, I said that it was reminding me of something, but I couldn't quite think of what it was. But after I did the haul, I kept smelling it, and then I realized it kind of reminds me of pumpkin sugar donut from 2014. It's very similar to that on cold sniff. Very similar. Even though you do kind of get like a graham cracker note in there, and I don't necessarily remember that in pumpkin sugar donut, but it's similar though, it's very similar. But then when I burned it, it's not so much similar. After I burned it, it didn't smell like that to me, which is weird because now when I smell it on cold sniff, it still kind of reminds me of pumpkin sugar donut. But when you burn it, it smells different. When you burn it, it smells not quite that way. When I burned it, I basically I definitely got that graham cracker note in there. So the graham cracker note was a little similar to like the graham cracker note in toasted graham latte, but then it doesn't have any kind of like the chocolate toasted graham latte, kind of not necessarily chocolate. Toasted graham latte had a little bit more of like a somewhat coffee kind of creaminess to it a little bit. Don't have any of that. It just has that graham cracker note quality in there, and then pumpkin cheesecake had a graham cracker note quality. I kind of get that in there too, but of course there's no pumpkin really or any kind of cheesecake note in there. But it's got that same graham cracker base that had in there. And then basically mixed in with that is just a little bit of cinnamon, and then some cardamom as well, some spices mixed in with that graham. It's like a spicy kind of like graham cracker, just like it says pretty much. You get spices mixed with that graham cracker note. It's not, when I burn it, it's not really, when I burn it, it doesn't remind me of anything particular. It does seem like a fairly new scent when I burn it. It's got little hints of different ones a little bit, but burning it's fairly new. But like I said on cold sniff though, I just, something about it on cold, it reminds me of pumpkin sugar donut. But when I burn, not so much. So don't get excited, think this is like pumpkin sugar donut, because when it burns, I really don't think it comes off that way when you burn it. Just for some reason on cold, it kind of comes off that way. But I did enjoy this scent. It was a nice scent. It was a pleasant scent. Nothing too, you know, spectacular, but I did enjoy it. It was nice. So the burn on this one, it did pretty good for the most part. It did get a little puny wicks. Probably towards the half point or so, it got some puny flames, and I had to call it on a few times, but it wasn't too bad. Just slightly puny, and I don't think I cut a cotton ball every burn, just a couple of times I think. So it had an okay burn. Slightly bit of residue on the side, but it wasn't too bad. The throw, that is the big question on this candle. A lot of people have said I've heard people say that it has no throw at all, and a lot of people have said it's pretty light. So I didn't expect much from this, and when I first burned it, it was fairly light at first, but then after so long it kind of kicked in, and by the last part of it, it definitely was not scentless to me at all by any means. It was fairly light, but towards the end, at the very beginning, I would say it was like a 3 or 4 or so, but then after towards the mid-range, it got to be more like, I'd say maybe a 5 to 6 or so. You know, it wasn't scentless at all. It was just lighter though, but it was nice, and I mean, I enjoyed it. It was just a little bit of a lighter scent. But then even towards the last part of it, the last 2 or 3 burns, it actually got a little bit stronger, and I'd say it was maybe like 6.5-ish. I don't know if I'd say 7, but it might have been a 6.5-ish to 7, somewhere kind of in between there, maybe. But like, yeah, it got a little bit stronger at the end, and actually, I thought it was pretty nice. I enjoyed it towards the last part of it. I kind of wish it would have been stronger earlier on than then towards the last part, but it just like it was lighter and just got stronger. It's almost like all the oils are towards the bottom of it or something. But yeah, I was okay with this. Overall with this candle, I would say, I don't know if I would get it again, because it wasn't nothing I was like totally in love with, but it was pleasant. It was a nice pleasant scent. Just graham cracker note, kind of like I said, note with like some cinnamon, cardamom kind of spices mixed in there. And it wasn't scentless by any means, or completely unscented. It would have been better if it would have been a little more stronger early on than towards the last part of it. So that's the only complaint with me, is I wish it would have been a little stronger earlier on than then towards the last part. But yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I would maybe recommend trying this and seeing if yours might be a little bit stronger than what mine was, because it could be batch variance as well. Mine's an A1 on this one. I've had a lot of A1s lately for some reason. But yeah, let me know if you tried this blow and if yours was strong or was it not strong, and what you got. Did you get pumpkin sugar donut by chance, one cold sniffer or whatever, or one burning by chance? But yeah, it was a nice pleasant set though overall. Alright, so thanks for watching my review of Spiced Graham Cracker, and I will talk to you all in our next video. Bye.